welcome back to Triple Tech, and welcome to my review of the Ravelli ATV video tripod. Okay, so let's start with the legs. The legs are telescopic and they have 3 stages, and when they're fully deployed and when the middle section is deployed as well, they are taller than the average person. They're taller than me. The feet are nice and rubber. They work very well when the tripod is deployed, but when the tripod is deployed completely flat, they don't go entirely flush with the floor because they can't turn that far. On 2 of the legs there are some padded sections for you to carry the thing around with. This helps a lot, and I've put this on my shoulder as well, so it's a nice little padded thing to make carrying around a bit easier. On the head you have a level indicator. This is helpful to make sure your shots are exactly level. Of course, that is the most desirable way to shoot. Now this head is supposed to be a fluid drag head. I'm not sure if that means it's a proper fluid head, but from what I've experienced with it, it's not. I wouldn't say it's a fluid head really, and if it is, it's not a very good one, because you can get some smooth shots with it, but you have to be very careful, and you have to be very well practiced with it, like I have. You can see I can get some pretty usable shots out of this, but you do have to be very careful and very gentle with it. There's a quick release plate on the top, which is very useful for quickly putting your camera on and off, and if you have another quick release plate somewhere, then you can quickly change your camera between different setups, which is very useful and really helps with the time you have when you're doing your shoot. The legs can deploy all the way out, so they're flat. This helps when you're trying to get very low to the ground. Of course, it does limit how far you can get to the ground because of the middle stick, which has to, of course, be above the ground. It can't go in the ground very easily. So you have that clearance all the time, which is a little bit annoying. But I suppose if you really wanted to, you could saw quite a bit of that off, and then you could get a lot lower to the ground. But that's only if you're desperate, I think. Now the friction knob for the pan control, it's not very good. When it's undone, you can pan very easily. It's very smooth and very easy to pan. But when you tighten it up, you can still pan very easily. It's slightly stiffer, but it doesn't stop it completely, which is good if you're trying to get an even more smooth shot, I suppose. But it doesn't stop it completely, which is a little bit annoying if you're trying to stop it. If you're trying to get a lock-off shot, it can easily get knocked. So that's something just to be aware of. The 2 control arms on it, you can adjust very easily by undoing the knobs on the side. There's 2 of them, so you can. I'm not quite sure why you need 2 of them, but I do end up using 2 of them quite a lot of the time to get even more control over my shot. So it's nice, and it helps quite a lot. The build quality is very good. I think it's full aluminium construction pretty much. There's some plastic bits every now and then, but the whole thing is very strong feeling, and it's quite a heavy tripod as well, so that's something to keep in mind. It can support cameras up to 16 pounds, it says, so I think that's pretty much all you're going to need. I mean, unless you're going with proper big cinema cameras that are all rigged out, then I don't think you're going to need much more than that. So yes, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching. It's a very good tripod, and it's served me very well for the uses that I've been using it for. I put my slider on top of it, and it holds that in place very well. So yeah, and that's sort of my main use for it. So it's very good, and yeah, I do recommend it. So thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, then do hit the like button down below and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.